Hey everybody, this is Tank and Trucker here, and today I actually finished, it was Heavy Tank mission number 12, where you have to block 3 times the hit points that you have in damage. And I've been trying every once in a while with this and the bobblehead here, and I've tried a few times with the new M49 MLE Liberté, I think that's what it is. I've been getting really close with that also. But today I teamed up with a buddy of mine. Goes by the name of DJ Panna. He's from KGL. Trying to talk him into joining our clan. Him and another buddy of mine are both in another clan, and we want him to join up with us. And anyways, I was running some missions with him, or just matches with him, and we both decided that we were going to go over to the left side here because we looked at what they had, and they had a lot of heavies, and we figured they were going to go in that corridor over on the one line. And we figured our best bet was to cover each other's butt, because the 112, it doesn't have the best gun in the world, but it's got pretty good armor. This has got a decent gun and really good armor. Excuse me, Mr. Tiger 2. I'll let you squeak by me there. Figure he's got to crawl up the hill, but I got to crawl over here. But so yeah, we get over here, and I'm seeing an IS-6, IS-3A, T-29, KV-3. So I'm thinking, yeah, we got a lot of heavies coming over here. It's a good thing we came this way. We got artillery back there. Both artilleries actually are back there. I didn't see too many artillery shots. I think DJ shoots a lot of HE out of his 112, because otherwise that'll happen. I'm shooting straight premium rounds out of this, just because I knew what was there. IS-3A, IS-6. And you can see I'm already bouncing. I've already bounced. And that IS-3A, that stinker, kept shooting me with heat, and he was putting it right through my gun mantle, which I was real surprised. He hit me a couple times, and he actually gets me down in hit points pretty good. There's a shot right here. Put it right over DJ's turret, and there you can see again, hit me. He's shooting straight heat at me. So I knew this IS-3A, he needed to be taken out. So we got a lot of their big heavies over there, and their IS-6 is like right on the corner, right around here. So he waits for us to shoot, and he pulls forward real quick and pops a shot in on us. So I'm up to bounced 1800. Now part of this mission is you have to damage blocked by armor must be at least triple the hit points of your vehicle, cause at least 2,000 hit points of damage. The secondary condition is win the battle, survive the battle. Now, for the 15th mission out of these, you have to do everything. Primary conditions, secondary conditions, in order to do just like the heavy, medium, artillery, and then you can skip like the light tank missions. I never do the light tank missions, but in order to do that, you have to do primary conditions and secondary conditions for the very last mission. Now this is heavy mission number 12, so I just have to do the primary conditions, with just block at least 3 times the hit points of the vehicle and cause at least 2,000 hit points of damage. Now I'm up to 1,245 hit points of damage already, and I've already blocked 1,800 hit points. That IS-3A is low, but I saw that T-29. Now the IS-6, he actually penned me. He got me right there, and that was a good shot on his part. I mean, it's point blank, but still, that's a good shot, because that commander's hatch is actually pretty tiny. And I dunked that shot. He was backing up, and I thought I was going to catch him and get him, and he scooted out of the way before I shot and kind of doinked that shot up. And you can see the gun on this. It's got the same gun as the T-32. It doesn't... Yeah, I could see him. He was trying to aim for that weak spot, and I wasn't going to let him have it. So I'm up to 1,890 damage, and I blocked 3,360 in hit points. And in order to do it in this one, I've got to block 4,500. That's 3 times my hit points because it's got 1,500 hit points in this. We've pretty much made a pretty good sized graveyard of tanks over here on the enemy team between myself, DJ, and this little IS back here. He was sticking with us, and he Quiver 20. He's not in a clan or anything. He has 6,000 battles, 485 win rate. So nothing really super special, but he held his own, did a good job, and stuck right with us there. And I was pretty impressed. He helped us kind of get rid of those guys. I mean, look at that. There's 1, 2, 3. I think there was another one up there. So it might have been. Oh, here it is, the 4th one. Whoops. I saw that darn artillery over there, but he was behind the hill. So now it's there's myself. Well, we've got. Yeah, it's 8-8, so we both have 7 people left on our team. But it seemed like I come around this corner and the rest of my team just kind of bloop, melted. My friend DJ had just gotten taken out a second ago. I saw this A44 going for the artillery. I got rid of him, but that T-54, I think it was a lightweight. Oh, the Mod 1 was still over there, and I couldn't get. And I hit that shot, and it looked like that Mod 1 just took out another guy of ours. So there goes our Artie, and goes, what was that one? Whoops. Oh, Quiver in the IS. The IS, he shot over there. He turned around, went back the back way, and he got over there before I could get over there to help him. So he ended up getting taken out, which is kind of a bummer because I could have really used his help here. So I got an IS up here. Now I've got the damage done. I kind of dunked that shot. Just trying to clutch shot it real quick and just. So I've got the damage done at 2,507, but I've only got 3,610 damage blocked. So the damage is good. I didn't have to worry about the damage. Now I knew the IS, if he was shooting standard rounds, is not going to pen this unless he hits the commander's hatch up top, which is a heck of a hard shot, or, stupid me, gets on my side. Well, thank goodness, because I'm at 389, and an IS gets a good gun, 390 average damage. If he hit me, he could actually one-shot at me if he got a high roll, or a standard roll. So I got my front face him. I knew I had to do that and do it fast. And I'm up to 4,000. Up to 4,000 damage blocked. 4,390. Almost there. One more shot. So I knew I got him there. I knew he was going to be able to shoot me one more time. And he was shooting standard AP rounds. He was shooting APCR, but I think he just figured he wasn't going to pen me. And this, I just really was starting to sweat bullets here. I knew I had to get my butt away from him. He was turning, I was turning. I just got the shot off before he did. I got pretty lucky there. So I've blocked 4,780 damage. So I got the damage blocked. I've got the damage done. So that mission is done. But to be honest with you, I didn't even realize it. I had no clue. I completely forgot about the mission. I just put it out of my head and just was having fun with my buddy. And here I've been trying to do this. Oh, and by the way, I saw that comment over there. I didn't want him to get around my side or my back because I still have almost 400 hit points. And a comment, was it a comment? Oh, Cromwell B. I know it still hits for 135, but it shoots fast. And if he hits my side or my back, even standard rounds from that Cromwell will pen this because it's got, I mean, it's literally paper on the sides and the rear of this. The front is where all the magic is done. And there he is, and I think he was going to try cutting around to the left. Now, they've got 2 of them on cap and the Cromwell. And my friend DJ says, hey, man, you got to get up there and try getting the cap reset. And I'm like, I'm trying, but this thing is not fast. Plus, I needed to take this guy out here. So, lucky enough, I got him taken out. But they're at 75, 77, 79. It's counting up quick. And that Scorpion got behind the rock. And I've blocked over 5,020 damage. I've done over 4,044 damage. Not too shabby in a tier 8 match, but unfortunately they were able to cap it out. And he come around the corner, but match over. It was too late. He already he came around the rock I shot, and obviously didn't do anything because the match was over. But all in all, I was pretty happy with the outcome of this. I did 4,044 damage. I got 4 kills, and I blocked 5,020 damage. And when the match was over, it goes back to the garage and said, Heavy Tank 12 mission done. I was like, oh, woohoo! I couldn't believe it. DJ's like, oh, you finally got that mission done. I'm like, oh, thank God. It was looking, excuse me, kind of shaky at first because that IS-3A kept shooting heat at me. And, look at this. The first couple he was putting literally right on the gun, and it was actually penning right through that thick gun mantlet. I was really surprised. And then the IS-6 got that lucky shot up in the commander's hatch there. That's a hard shot to hit, but he was at close range, but still that gun is so inaccurate. I was really surprised he hit it. But the mutant does me good, does me proud. I can't remember. I don't think the first 3 rounds penned at all. So I got a bounce, a ricochet, a pen that hit me with a heat round from the IS-3A, a bounce from the IS-3A, then the IS-6 penned me through commander's hatch, and the rest were bounced or blocked all the way up. So blocked 5,020, did 4,044, got 4 kills, and finished Heavy Tank mission number 12. 2 more missions to have the T-55A in my garage, and I almost did the Heavy Tank mission number 15 today. I missed it by 13 or 1,400 hit points. I'll be able to do it with the Moss. I think I can finish that one pretty easy. I'm going to do another video, and you'll see why I just kind of got disgusted today trying to do that mission. Artie just kept hammering me. Every time I play my Moss, it seems like there was 3, sometimes 4 Arties on one side. And literally, the match I'm going to show you after I'm going to add it to the end of this one, you'll see that's the only thing that ever hit me was Artie. Artie literally was the only thing that hit me. At first, I thought it was pretty safe where I was on the side of a hill, but they moved up the hill and they were able to get shots on me. They wised up. So, but literally, they honed out on me and then my friend DJ, who also played his Moss. And you'll see, I'll get that here going. But yeah, I just got pissed. I had to stop trying to do that mission today because it was just, I was not happy. And you'll see why. And it was like time after time. So I'm going to stop this one right now, and I'll get that one going here in just a second. So, got DJ and myself again. We're both in our Mosses, and this is just not a map you like to see, Westfield. And when a super heavy tank like the Moss, your 2 options basically are go into the city right here and hope that you get cover from the buildings, but then you get shot from across the way. You get people to come up over the hill and they shoot at you. You get people over at the lower edge of the hill over there to shoot at you. You get people on that ridge over there that shoot at you. Plus, you got Artie trying to shoot at you. So I thought, I'm going to shoot right up here, and I'm going to get behind that hill. I'm going to use that hill over here. That hill right up there is cover. And I'll speed it up just a little bit to get up there. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. Now, I hadn't got lit off the E5, but then I guess I must have. It didn't light me right away, which I thought was strange. And you can see DJ was right there. He was going to head up this way. 215B. Even with a gold round. And I was shooting straight premium rounds with this because I wanted to do as much damage as I could. Because you got to do 12,000 damage blocked, received, and with your hit points and everything. So obviously a Waffle PZ4. I didn't need a premium round for that, but I wanted this mission. But so far I've been hit 0 times, and my friend DJ is heading kind of into the city. And then that Yagzilla back there just missed me by the skin of my teeth. So far, I've done 1 hit point or one shot of damage for 442 in the Waffle. And there's a sneaky bat chat that got up here that Here, I get a nice shot into the side of, I think, the E5. Yeah, I back up the hill a little bit more. Was able to pop one in his side. But I noticed that Batchat was trying to get a little bit sneaky on me there, so I kind of scooted down here. And see, now nothing has actually hit shot at me with artillery-wise yet. Because they were smart, and they were going straight up that hill so they could get shots directly at us this way. Because I told my friend DJ, I'm like, oh, I'm going to be plenty safe here. Oh, I couldn't have been more wrong. I knew that shot wasn't going to pen, but I figured I'd at least knock his track off, and we've got 3 artilleries, so I thought, man, maybe they'll take advantage of that. And they've got 3 arties, and their 3 arties... Okay, there's 2 of the first hits. Their AMX-13F3 just hit me for what? For 139. Their 212A just hit me for 829. Their Conquer gun carriage just hit me for 761. That's all I've been hit with so far is artillery. 3 shots, and it was bam, bam, bam. You guys saw that. And my buddy DJ's, looks like he's been hit once, and I'm telling him, I'm like, oh, dude, they're honing right on me. I'm fucked. I'm like, I'm friggin' screwed. And I've done all of a whopping 893 damage, all 2 shots. And I thought, okay, I already used my repair kit once. So I thought, okay, I got to get down out of here. I need to get out of here and get out of here quick. Artie has obviously got a boner for me. I just took 3 shells from him. Now, there's nothing on that ridgeline, so I thought I was safe. Another Artie shot. That's got to be... Oh, that was a smaller. That was the 13 AMX one, because that was the 13F3. Well, it had to have been, because the next shell that hits me is a 212A and then a Conquer GC again, I believe. So I'm lit again. Well, 212A hits me again for 848. Left me with 423. I've already used my repair kit. Sit and duck. And this is why I hope and pray that maybe some magical way World of Tanks, the developers or whatever, will see a match like this. Now, I was not stagnant. I wasn't sitting back there just hiding completely. I mean, there wasn't a whole bunch of... Artie is designed so that when you get a group of tanks, it drops a shell in there and they scatter like cockroaches. They go everywhere. They get out of there because they know Artie's going to zone in on them. It's going to do some damage, and you're going to pay for sitting there. Well, for one, I got behind that hill, and I was going back and forth up and down the hill, coming around the corner. I was getting shots off. I was doing damage. I wasn't stagnant. I wasn't just sitting there. And then after I got hit by the Artie the first 3 times, I thought, okay, time to scoot. So I'm moving, getting out of there. Well, 3 artilleries, look at that. That is all that killed me, artillery. I got hit and shot by nothing else. I didn't get a penetration. I mean, the Yagi 100 shot at me, but he missed. The Batchat tried coming up around that side, and, he wasn't able to, and he scooted out of there. So this is why, I don't mind artillery being in the game. I play artillery. It can be fun to play it every once in a while, just to, clear your mind and click, 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 big deal. You eat a piece of pizza and, piss people off. But when there's 3 of them on one side, that's a little ridiculous. If they could keep it at 1 to 2, no more than 2. 2 that's sufficient. I mean, even at 2, if you look at this, the Conquer GC probably still would have killed me. But the MX-13 wouldn't hit me. But, I mean, if you look, that Conquer GC now has 2 kills already. That 212A ends up getting 2 kills. I can't remember. But they ended up, they were a substantial part in their team winning this match. And, the way I understood it, artillery was designed so that the map wasn't a stagnant map. So people weren't just camping behind a huge, a rock or, around a building. And, that way Artie could shoot in there and scare them out and get them to move, obviously I was on the move. I was moving. I wasn't stagnant. This is what I think a lot of people get pissed off about when they play World of Tanks and they complain about artillery is exactly this. All three of their arties, and they weren't. Yeah, they weren't platoon. These, yeah, none of them were platooned up. He wasn't. He was. He was. Yeah. So all three of the artilleries took it upon their own just to aim in on me, and they just made me pay. And because I'm in a slow, big, heavy tank. Yeah, I might be, good stats, but I don't know if they've got XVM or not to see what my stats are. Yeah, it's a big tank. It's a lot of hit points. It does help your damage. But if you think about it, all of them, all of those artilleries focused every one of their shots on me. It's 11 minutes and 25 seconds left on the clock. So what's that? 11, 12, 13. So like 4 minutes and some odd seconds. They all focused me. That was it. I mean, I literally took every shot from them. They just shot at no one else. Well, actually, no, I take that back. The Conquer GC killed me, and he's got 2 kills, so he had to have killed somebody else, obviously. So pretty much for the most part, they focused me out, and I wasn't stagnant. I was moving. I was trying to be a productive tank in the game. This is what I think a lot of people get pissed off about, and they want already taken out of the game. It doesn't need to be taken out of the game. It just needs to be snipped in the butt, so there's not 3 of them on an enemy team. They need to keep it at 1 or 2. 1 or 2, one's actually plenty fine. I mean, 1 arty on each side is perfectly fine. I don't know how they could do it where it could, I don't know how they set it up, but it seems like, I remember back in the day, there was times when we click go and I had a recording where there was 13 artilleries on my side and there was 14 artilleries on the enemy side. Okay, so now that's a big issue. I think I lasted 30 seconds and I was in a tank. I wasn't even in an artillery. I was actually in a tank and I lasted like 30 seconds and it looked like, holy crap, it just cluster bombs. Boom, 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 boom. And I mean, I was just dead. It's a little overkill having 3 artilleries. I think 1 would actually be plenty if they could lock it at 1. I mean, you don't need 3 artilleries. 1 is just plenty. Now, if that would have been 1 artillery on the enemy side, I obviously wouldn't have died so fast, but literally, I mean, when you get knocked, 848, 829, I was actually surprised that 212A was hitting me for more than the Conqueror gun carriage did, because the Conqueror GC hit me for 761, whereas the 212A hit me for 829 and 848. Maybe I'm playing the wrong artillery when I play. But yeah, now, if it were 1 artillery, obviously, even if it were just, let's say the 212A, he got 2 shots on me at 8 and 8, so that's 1600. I would still have half my health right now. Obviously, I was trying to boogie out of there, but I would still be able to play the game for who knows how long. Maybe another, even if he got another shot at me, I would still have probably 800 hit points left. So even if he were to designate me, I'm gonna kill this Moss. No matter what, I'm killing this guy. It's gonna take him, 4 shots, 5 shots. I'm still able to be part of the game and still get some damage in. No, I get a whole whopping 893 damage. The win 8 on that sucked ass. I mean, it was like, oh my god, I think a 500. It was a red win 8, 542 or something. It was miserable, and this is what I think people get so pissed about when they complain about artillery, is exactly this. Now, I could understand if, let's say that hill went higher, and it was more of a C shape, let's say, and I got in there, and that's where I stayed. I didn't move. Stayed right in there the whole frickin' time. As soon as those arty shells started, I zinged. I knew I needed to get out of there, obviously. I wasn't being stagnant. And I was still, shooting, and you get the picture. I just wish that somehow World of Tanks, Wargaming could lock it where there was no more than 1 arty on one side. Then stuff like this wouldn't happen. A lot of people wouldn't get so upset and pissed off and, quit playing World of Tanks. Because, I mean, after this, and this was not the first time this happened tonight. This was the second out of the 4 times that this happened that I played my Moss, and every time I played this, except for one time, there was at least a minimum of 3 artilleries. Once there was 4 artilleries on the enemy side, and it was the same freaking thing. You know, here I'm trying to complete a mission. How are you going to complete a mission when you can do 893 damage and you got already just pounding the shit out of you? And that's what people get so upset about, and then they quit, and then they rage quit, and then they just delete the game, and then they lose a player that, you know, well, if there wasn't 3 and 4 arties playing at the same time to do this crap, then people wouldn't get upset. Lock it at 1 arty. That's plenty. I mean, that is way plenty. 1 arty can actually keep a game from going stagnant. All he's got to do is share the shots. You know, you see you shoot there, you see him over there, shoot there. Plain and simple. You know, if you agree with me, that would be great. You know, share this video. Maybe somebody will see it. Well, anyways, this is Tank and Trucker. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe and hit the like down below. If you didn't like the video, I apologize, but hit like anyways. You guys take it easy, and I'll see you on the battlefield.